So today's lesson is a continuation of yesterday's lesson where we worked with solutions and equations. But today's lesson is where we are going to focus on using formulas. Now, you are not going to be tested on memorizing the formula, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just based on plugging in the numbers for your variables because you will be given numbers. I just want you to be familiar with the variety of ways to solve for equations. Remember, you can always pause and write down the information as we go. So the first thing we're going to talk about is using a formula for area. Now, when we're talking about area, area is covering, how we cover the shape. So it's also a flat two-dimensional surface. The two dimensions are length and width, or base and height, 2 dimensions. Now let's take a look at this rectangle. So this rectangle has the width of 2. So if it's 2 on this side, it's going to be 2 on this side, and a length of 12. 12 on this side and 12 on that side. So we're going to take a look at, I keep saying that, take a look. So we're going to go ahead and actually write down our formula. Area equals length times width. So LW, when they're right next to each other, these letters, that means you multiply. So I'm going to just plug in my dimensions. Area equals, length is 12, width is 2, area equals 24. Now, one thing with area that must be talked about is we said that we are covering how much area we cover. So that means how much we cover inside our shape, right? So when we label this, and I did not put down, it was 12 inches, 12 centimeters, 12 feet. When we do this, we need to label this. So I'm going to just say units. I said it was 2 dimensions, so we say units squared. Okay? Now, I might want to fill in all of this nicely so that we know that it's the whole area. Now, here's another one for area is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is just like a smushed down rectangle. So, but what I'm going to do is, because see how we have, this has square corners, this does not. So how do we find the area of something? Well, we cut off the this corner and we imagine it coming back over to this corner, and then we'd have a rectangle. But we call this the height, and this would be the base. It is interchangeable. So we could say that length times width could also be area equals base times height. So if I have a height of 3, and let's put an equal sign, and a base of 7, I can just plug in my numbers. So I end up with area equals, my base is 7 and my height is 3. Area equals 21 units, because I did not put a measurement, and because it's still 2 dimensions, and a flat surface is two-dimensional, I put in 2 square units. So that's how many square units it would take to cover this. Now one more for area. Now of course there's many others for area, but one more we're going to talk about for area is the square. Now in a square we know that all the sides are equal. That's why there's one line on each. So what if one side equals 4? Well, my formula for area is, for a square, is S squared. Because look at this. Now, what did we say? Area for a rectangle, which a square is a rectangle. Area equals length times width. So let's see, does that work? So if this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4. So let's plug in area equals 4 squared. area equals, remember what an exponent means? It means 4 times 4, so area equals 16 units squared. Let's try it here. Area equals 4 times 4, area equals 16 units squared. It worked. Now the last and final formula for an equation is volume. So let's take a look at our volume equation. So volume is not a 2D figure, it's a 3D figure. The 3 dimensions are length, width, height, 1, 2, 3. So I bet you know that we're going to be changing our label for units. Now, we said that for area, it was to cover it, but for volume, we are filling it in with fill with cubes. So we're going to change our units. So the formula for area is volume equals length times width times height. But let's take a look over here. I'm going to draw my rectangular prism because a rectangular prism is a 3D shape. I drew a rectangle, I did some slanted lines from the corners, and now I connect. So now I have, what are my 3 dimensions? Well, first I have height, which is right here. Then I have length, which is right here, and this right here is width. So if my height is 7, my length is 4, and I am giving you these numbers, you don't have to find them, and my width is 2, how could I use this formula? Plug in the numbers. So let's go ahead and do that. Volume equals 4 times 2 times 7. Length times width times height. Volume equals 8 times 7. Remember, this equals 8. Volume equals 56. We have units, because I did not say if it was inches. And how many dimensions do I have? 3. So we put it as units, and we call it cubed. And that is how we use equations to solve for formulas.